What's up? What's up? What's up? It's US30, man. We're back at it. Today's Tuesday, 6/6/23. All right. So, I don't actually trade London session at all. I haven't traded London maybe since 2021. Honestly, I don't even remember. But I figured I might as well throw a setup that could potentially help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I've learned from ICT, what I've been able to kind of put together on my own with the teachings that I've learned from ICT. Shout out to ICT himself. And the strategy is just something I kind of made up, but it has a lot of promise behind it because it's what we've learned. For those of you who are familiar with ICT, so this is another kind of intraday scalp setup for London traders. So what I typically want to look at is the very first thing is I want to see where the midnight open was, the midnight open candle. And I have a checklist right here. So if I put my cursor right here, I can see that this morning at 0000, which is midnight, this candle was produced on the market, which is at the 33,594. Very close to something, right? Something very familiar. Okay, so I have my midnight open check. Now with this midnight open, I wanna identify where is the nearest full figure. Well, if I use two arrows and bring this one here, let me bring this out a little bit. And I'm going to point this out for a specific reason. So this is actually a mid figure. But if I take this arrow here, bring it down to the 33,500, that's cool. That's one arrow. Now this next arrow, if I take it and bring it here, which one is it more than likely rejecting? It's failing to displace above this one, the 33,600. So I have my midnight open, my 33,600. So what's happening? Price is consolidating near this full figure. Interesting. Look what happens during the early session of Frankfurt Asia merge. There's a liquidity grab right over here. And what that liquidity grab is doing is it's picking up buy orders. This is a buy stop. So technically, this full figure is a buy stop where there's you can kind of think of it as where's the money. That's where the algorithm's going after. Where's the money? The money is above this full figure, which represents to a lot of corporations. They're using computers. Everything's computer. There's not an individual choosing where they want their price. There's an algorithm putting money in certain areas for investors. The algorithm is searching that. It's just that simple. So just as those computers work on some type of code, so does the algorithm that seeks with liquidity. It's all computers, man. So when you understand that, you can kind of formulate an understanding. So if I see this push above price failing to go any higher, consolidating, what I can start to kind of peep in real time is, all right, I know this is the price I'm interested in. And look how close it is to this midnight open. There's a lot of confluences going on. Now, the market has been shorting, so it behooves me to short with it, perhaps to the next either mid figure, however you want to trade, or to the next whole figure, which is where I would take it to. Why? Because there's more liquidity down this area. Now, for me to get into this market, there's many ways, but you want to formulate the algorithmic agenda, which is liquidity grab, break a structure, Inefficiency, take a short. Figure out the algorithmic agenda. The initial algorithmic agenda at the start of this day, which is real time, was to grab liquidity from these highs. Very simple. And the reason I trust these highs is because it's right next to the midnight open. Very, very key area. And it's also next to a full figure. I can't make this up, man. Can't make this shit up. So what you can do, man, if you to formulate a strategy, just kind of base it off logic. Base it off logic and really try to think like an algorithm, man. Another thing that could help you is looking at if the price action is on a buy side or sell side. It's not going to be easy, but what you can do is you can use a line chart. You can use a line chart, and you have to use time and price. At this time is 1 a.m. So there's not a lot of volume going on, but over here is entering Frankfurt. So, you might want to be a little patient, but then it comes back into here around 2:30 near London. You might want to be a little patient. I probably would take in this trade depending how it looks. I definitely want to enter somewhere around here though. But the only thing is the time. The time. So I've already identified this is a grab of liquidity, and we have a break of these lows right here. And I guarantee you at this particular candle right here, you know what I'm going to see? Right there. The imbalance, man. I don't think I have to draw it out, but it's right there and it's right here. Now, the reason I want to enter this trade is because this is not my setup, but this could be your setup. This could be your setup. Once you see sell side, you can take an entry short, anticipating a short market. Will you be right? Who the fuck knows? Or you can wait like me and take a trade when it gets under here and kind of have your risk at a reasonable area. So honestly, my risk based on like the 1 minute, it would have been something like this, honestly. Because these are the highs that's been consolidating. I don't know where that shit's going. And that's decent enough risk to take it down here, man. To assume it's going to hit this. That's a 1 to 5 almost. Now, this is the trade I would have been in. So the market is interesting because you see how it just bounced off the 50. A lot of people would panic here, but as long as you have proper risk, you should be okay. Think about it like an algorithm, man. This is buy side. Buy side's going back up to seek liquidity. Here are some highs right here. It poked up to seek liquidity. And what you can see in real time, this is kind of where you have to be a little seasoned to see this shit. All right, so if I'm a trader, I have to ask myself what's going on in real time. Here's some highs right here. There's buy stops right here. Sell stops. Price broke above. Where did it break above to though? The full figure, man. The 33,600, man. And on a higher time frame, that's just a premium. Let me see if I don't want to add too much. I'm going to add it. Okay, so this may be a bit confusing, but stay with me. Basically, this is a Fibonacci, and I'm using logical reasoning with this Fibonacci. Essentially, this is my displacement range currently for a scalper. Why? Because the market rejected the 33,600, and this is my ultimate premium. Even though it poked higher, this is my ultimate premium. Right here, this is the lowest point of the day if it were current price, which eventually started showing a buy side curve. So when you see that price is starting to show a buy side curve from a mid figure, you can anticipate this being your ultimate discount. Boom. That's another potential strategy. I didn't write it down here because I don't typically always use the Fibonacci, but just know anything under the 50%, which is here, equilibrium, you want to buy. Of course, you could have bought here if you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Anything in the confirmed premium, which is above 50%, you can sell, you can short. So if you use all these confluences and then boom, you see right here, this last high poked above, you probably may have taken this entry long. I don't know. I probably would have, but I would have been stopped out instantly. Cool. But that's if I wasn't in this trade. Now I see the price broke above, grab liquidity. This candle right here, I'm going in. I'm going in. Why? Because in real time, you got to look at it for what it is. Grab liquidity. It rated these highs right here. Where is this? Bro, at the 33,600, think fast. You got to think fast. Once I see this grab of liquidity, algorithmic grab of liquidity, and look, a grab of liquidity at 4 a.m. on the dot. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, once I see this break of structure here with an imbalance, I gotta take my shot. This is actually a complex entry I would have taken. I would have taken this short. This is a little more complex. You can kind of put it at the mean threshold of this order block. This is, to me, is an order block because it's the one that grabbed liquidity. And this one, technically in real time, this would be the one that broke structure, but this is an order block that grabbed liquidity. And this is pretty much in between it. So that's just me. I'd merge it. So I take the mean threshold plus the mean threshold coincidentally is at the 33,600. Half of this bearish order block. Come on, man. I can't make it up, bro. So if you're a trader, have your proper risk, man. Don't panic. And you can take your trade literally 1-to-1 here or 1-to-2 to an algorithmic number, a mid figure, or you can be patient and be a boss like me and take that motherfucker to the next whole figure. But the thing is, I don't really know how London moves, so I can't really help too much with that because it is kind of consolidating. This may have been a grab of liquidity and it may be making its way back up. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though, if I see that thing poke here, I would take that entry long. Hell yeah. Just because, and look, because on a higher time frame, you gotta utilize everything. On a higher time frame, it's rejecting from a full figure 33,500, which is where this imbalance was. So it technically filled in this imbalance. It provided sell side. So this could be that algorithmic agenda for the early session of Tuesday, followed by a hike up to potentially fill in any kind of imbalances here. If I look on a 1 hour, there's not a lot of there aren't a lot of reasons for price to come back up other than this area right here, the 33,700. There's an imbalance here. Price may come back into that region, fill it in, followed by a drop. I'm anticipating a drop. You know what I'm saying? This would be a very good area to sell. I would buy this market though. I would definitely buy this market if it was during my time. That's what I do. I'm a trader. So, man, I hope that helps someone. You know, here's a London checklist. Identify the midnight open. Look at the full figures, man, and create your own algorithmic agenda, man. Look, the theme of this page, man, if I can find it before this thing cuts off. Yo, man, it's right here. Come on, man. Be the algo, man. I'm gonna make merch soon, bro. Look, I'm an algorithm in this motherfucker, dog. Let's get it, man. It's your boy US30. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out.